to generate the high voltage to work the tubes. However, no one then realized that a large dose of X-rays can kill human body cells. They often did the patients more harm than good, and the radiographers using the equipment all day were at an even greater risk.
Of course, you were holding the screen in your hands, and we had to be placing things with our hands sometimes while the beam was on, and it wasn't until we learnt what was happening that this was stopped. And of course, the gloves for so-called protection were very primitive and only absorbed a little radiation. The result is that, in fact, I think all the original workers before the First World War had damage done to their hands particularly. Of course, I got some damage to myself, which was done in the very early days, and that is the result. There, you see these warts, scars, and the skin doesn't heal up, it cracks.
They didn't all get off so lightly. A monument in Germany to 359 people who died from overexposure to X-rays. Hidden solids revealed, a fantastic idea to people in the last century. It interested Marie Curie and her husband Pierre, and it was she who first used the word radioactivity. Their laboratory was little more than a rickety old shed. They spent 4 whole years purifying tons of radioactive ore using little more than pots and pans. They discovered a new element, radium, intensely radioactive. This, the first tiny bit of radium, glowed bright enough to be photographed. These girls worked in a watch factory using one of the first practical applications of radioactivity. They painted luminous watch dials. But they often licked their brushes, and this was dangerous. The radioactive paint collected in their throats and caused tumors.